Alright, welcome back to Limitless Profit, the best signal reviews and markups on YouTube, hands down. Here we go, jumping right in. Alright, TJFX, signal reviews for November 7th is when I kind of started these. And so right now we're looking at the 1 hour time frame. The 7th is right, where's it at? Right in this area here, okay? So this is the 1 hour time frame just to give you guys an overall view of what it's doing. These charts are going to be dedicated just to his signals, okay? So once I mark these charts up, most likely I'm never going to modify them again. That's kind of the plan. I'm doing Will SSFX as well. In another video, I'm going to mark up a chart for him. And once again, I'm not going to modify the charts. And then later we can do like a side-by-side comparison or something. So let's see, November 7th is right here, okay? So clearly the 1 hour time frame to see what's going on is a little too big for, the trades he took. I already have his trades marked up right here on the chart. So we're going to drop down to a 15-minute. And I'm kind of new to TradingView. Like, I've been playing with it for about a week now, so bear with me on and I broke my mouse, so now I have this loud clicky mouse that you could probably hear through the audio, but okay, so his first trade was right in here. What I like to do before anything is, he doesn't like trend lines. I do like trend lines. So I'm going to go ahead and just slap on some very rough trend lines here. And yeah, we'll get going. Leave it something like that. And then for here, let's do something like this. Okay, might not be perfect. That's a shot on the 15-minute, but we're going to go with that. So I left on these little trend lines here just because. So his first trade is right in here, so we're clearly way too big still for viewing the trades, so we're going to drop down again. Once again, I would say that we're in buy areas here. We broke out of this little tiny channel. Now we're pushing up, following this little trend line. And I do think trend lines are a simple shortcut to support and resistance. As this thing, kind of stair steps down here, you can see all these lows were either previous support or previous resistance. So, the trend lines are kind of just a shortcut for me to get overall direction on which way I need to be going. And yeah, I think it's just a shortcut. It's not like a tell-all line, but it's definitely, I like it. So okay, so his first signal was sent on the 7th. Let's go back. Where's the 7th? Right here. Oh, sorry, the 7th was the beginning of the week. Okay, so we started off, this right here is the beginning of the week, somewhere in this area right here. All right, so as we move on, here are the signals that he sent. So I'm going to read them off from my phone on his actual Telegram. Give you guys a play-by-play. I even took some notes and put them on the screen. Trust me, I did this up real good for you guys. So the 9th. So we're on the 1 minute time frame now. I don't know what he takes his trades off of. I don't know. Maybe he just looks for key levels and then trades off of those. But this is the very first signal that he sent. So as you can see, the entry price is right here. And the start of the box is the time he sent the signal. So at 11:05, he sent this signal, which is actually not the start of the box. So 11:05, it's right there. I could modify this and drag it, but I don't want to mess it up. So 11:05, he sent this signal. And here's the trade here. This very first box. It was running in profit about 10 pips, and then he got closed out, as you can see right here. So there we go. Let me turn the notes on for this. Okay, I got notes written all down this thing. Okay, call out, boom. 1 second, let me turn these all on. That way you guys can see I noted everything that was going on. Okay, boom. Okay, so right here, this trade was closed here at stop loss, 1% loss, okay? The way he sends his signals is every TP equals 1% risk. This trade here only had 1 TP. It was at 100 pips right here, so a 5 to 1, 100 pips with a 20 pip stop loss. We hit stop loss, so there's negative 1% in the account. The second trade, okay, was at 12:07. He sent the second signal. It had 2 TPs in the signal. He sent it just after this one closed. He liked the setup. He said get back in basically, and that's exactly what we did here. So now we have 2% risk being up here, and we're letting this trade run out. So let's go. I'm going to drag this over. That's for a different trade. This is the one that we want to look at, this notation here. TJ's message to close trade here at 70 pips. Boom. 1% per 20 pip stop loss is 3.5% gain, but this signal had 2 take profits, which means you risk double, 2% risk. So it took your profit from 3.5% up to 7% trade right here. Okay, so that's that trade. But if you incorporate the negative 1% we lost here, so 7% minus 1%, so far on the week you're up 6%. So every single trade that I'm going to review is going to have little notations like this. That's going to let us know kind of, what's going on, why I did what I did, and etc. Okay, so that one's there. We'll slide that out of the way. A few seconds later, or a few minutes later, he sent another signal. Okay, this one had 2 TPs as well, right here. Well, here, let's just read the message. He did move his stop to break even at 12:27 a.m. TJ's message, and then we did end up closing out at 3:03 a.m. 2% risk, but he said to move your stop loss to break even. Probably, he got in right here, so it dropped down a little bit, and then we went into profit, and then right around here, he probably said, move it to break even, and then, that's what we did. But we came down to retest this trend line, I might say. TJ, we're retesting a trend line, buddy. I know you don't like them, but yeah, so we retest this little line here before we continued up exactly what he thought. So we got closed out here for break even. The next trade he sent, basically get back in this bad boy, and let's see, closed out break even. I got back in. Don't risk a lot on this. It makes sense for gold to wick out here, which is pretty much what it did. It came, it wicked out here, and then it went back up. So we'll slide that over. This is the new thing. So it hit 2 TPs. This trade right here, he sent just after this one closed out break even, a couple minutes later, and it had 2 TPs on it, so therefore we're risking 2%, and it hit his full take profit of 80 pips, which is an 8% gain on the account. So we went from 6%, now we're running 14% on the week. Very good, very good. All right, there we go for that. So now we're going to follow this price action up. Modify these charts a little bit to get in a better look here. All right, so right here, the signal was sent right here on this candle. He says, do a limit order for these are the prices. This is exactly what the message said. Do a limit order here. Make sure it's a limit order. Don't do, don't execute an order on this candle. So if we plugged in the limit order, this is what it came out to be. We would have executed just a few minutes later, and we did have 2 TPs on that one, and the stop loss was hit. So that's a negative 2% loss on that trade right there. So we just went from 14%, now we're up 12% still on the week. Still good. Still good. Okay, so moving along with price action. Coming along, trying to find the next TP or the next signal. All right, so he sent a trade right in this area. Okay, it happened real short. So this is a 1 minute. This is a 1 minute time frame. All right. So every candle is 1 minute. So literally within very short time, he executed this trade, and then a minute later he said put it to break even. And it was probably because we dropped down to here, and then he moved his stop loss to here, your entry, and then we got closed out actually probably over here. The only reason it's probably not on the chart is because, come on, there we go. It's probably because I wanted some space between these boxes like that. That way you guys could differentiate the trades. So I'm guessing we went into profit here, and then he moved it to stop loss to break even, which would have been right here. So he expected immediate rejection, and you know, it was still a very valid trade. He took the pretty much identical trade right after this one closed. So it closed out for break even. He's getting back in right here. What time is this to make sure? At 5:56. Let's see. 5. Oh, that may not be the actual time that he sent the signal. That may just be kind of where I have the box here, 5:56, because as I'm looking on here, one second, let me catch up. I'm behind on the page. No, that's exactly, he re-entered. Yeah, that's exactly when. Sorry. Okay, so he re-entered the trade right here. I'm literally reading his VIP messages as I'm showing you guys on the chart. So if anyone's in his VIP and thinks that, you know, I'm being deceptive or I'm lying or anything, I mean, feel free to call me out in the comment section, but I have nothing to hide here. I don't take these trades on my live account, by the way. So I am not up 12% on my, if you watch my last video, my FTMO, I took one gold trade, and then I had some GU, some GA. I had some other trades in there. None of them were TJFX signals. His signals came later in the week. If you guys look back, I made that video early on in the week, and I pretty much didn't do a whole lot after that. So yeah. Sorry, I'm reading here. I'm reading his signals. Okay, so we got back in on this trade. Boom. Set the stop loss at 60 pips. He had us close out, I believe, at 40 pips. Yeah, closed out for 40 pips. And this is what the notation looks like here. It only had one TP on it, so that's only a 2% winner. So we went from 12% plus 2%, now puts us at 14% for the week. Okay, moving along. He sent a few more signals. Okay, so here's where we got into that little bunch of signals at the end of the day. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and read the notations. So it looks like he sent the signal right in here. Then he had, you know, once we came into profit a little bit here, you know, what I'm going to do is actually, I drew up those lines. Where's my price action here? There we go. Sorry guys, getting used to this platform here. Never use TradingView. Alright, so what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and get rid of these lines for you guys. I actually took some gold trades in my live account, not my FTMO account, in my live account. And trust me, I don't have the capital to get any profit. So I made like $2 right in here. It was pitiful. Okay, so I just wanted to take those lines off and show you guys kind of what price action's doing here. Just kind of give you guys an overview, a reminder. Alright, so we're bouncing up this trend line here. We came down this little channel right in here, and then now we're broke out of this tiny channel, and now we're pushing up with the main trend line. So go back to the 1 minute. All right, so this first trade here, the signal was sent right here for a sell. He's expecting major rejection right here, and it kind of makes sense. Like I said, these trend lines are a shortcut for support and resistance. We have the main trend line here, so we're either going to bounce up. It's a major spot where we're either going to bounce or we're going to reject and continue and break down this trend line. He thought we were going to break the trend line, completely understandable, and we ended up actually moving to the upside. But so we lost a few trades in here. I'll just give you guys the short version. I can't believe this video is already 15 minutes. So 3 trades, 3 losing trades here. He sent signal at the start of every single box, but he did have us reduce our risk here. So right here, the stop loss would normally be 1%. It had all these trades had 1 TP on it, so that's 1% risk per TP. He did, once we came into profit right here, he had you remove half of your risk. So now we're only losing 1% for a stop loss, but the reward is still the same. So we ended up doing 0.5% here. We lost another 0.5% here, and then this trade, he said, all right, last one this week, we're not going to do this again. Go for a full 1%. And once again, as you guys see here, he was up 14% on the week. We lost a 0.5% there. We lost another 0.5% there, and then we lost a full percent here. So we're still 12% gain on the week if you took his signals exactly the way he said. So, and then here's where the final thing ended here. So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. TJFX, keep it up. I'm going to mark up these trades again next week. So, you know, I found this thing has a lot of cool features, TradingView. It's pretty cool. So I'll probably not show you guys these call outs again. I may remove them. If I like how this video turned out, I may remove them. That way we never have to deal with that again. But let's go to the 5-minute time frame here. And let's go to the 15. 5 minutes, a little small. And yeah, so here's the channel from last week. Here's this week's new little trend line. And here's where, you know, he took all the trades. This week began here. So he started probably Tuesday. Started sending the trades. Took a little break right in here for, what did we have? We had like decision interest rates and inflation rates and stuff like that. NFP was last week, so yeah, so we had a big move. So obviously we probably wanted the market to settle so we can figure out what's going on with trend direction and all the big news that came out. So it makes sense that he didn't take the trade during those big news days, and keep doing what you're doing, man. If you're in the comment section, someone asked, who was it? Morales from Instagram. He asked what determines how many TPs you take. So my only guess could be it being a major support or resistance level would, you know, factor in. I saw on your premium snapshot, TJ, that some trades had 3 TPs in your premium group. So yeah, we just wanted to know what determines how many TPs you got and what's your risk to reward. So yeah, if you could answer in the comment section, I know you'll be here. I don't know if you guys took 20 minutes out of your day to watch this video, but this is a full breakdown on every single trade. And if you got any value out of it, man, please smash that like button. You know, leave a comment, subscribe definitely. We're gonna do every signal provider you guys recommend. We're gonna start doing these things. I know I've spent a lot of time on TJFX. That's because he has such a high percentage gain. You know, some of my other videos really highlighted that, and I kind of want to follow up because 1 month, 2 months isn't really going to give you, you know, if he's doing 100% for four months back to back, then I mean, yeah, that's a huge. If you got an FTMO account, you know, people might say, oh, I blew my FTMO account this week because of his signals. Well, you made so much money off of his signals previously that if you blow an account, it's really not that big of a deal because you can just get another one. It's an FTMO or another, you know, prop firm. So anyhow, that's kind of my thought on it. We'll see once I get my FTMO, but all right, that's all I got for you guys. I really appreciate you guys checking out this video. Stay tuned for Lambo Raul and Will SSFX. I'm going to mark them up. I already got them marked up, and actually I'm going to make their videos right now, so be on the lookout for that video. Thanks, guys.